and welcome to my ultimate guide to Manchester United on Football Manager. Now, I've been playing Football Manager for the last 13-14 years. I know the game quite in depth. I'm not going to do Let's Plays like the other YouTubers like Work for Space and Lilio and Zealand and stuff like that, because they've got their own channels. They've done it very well. The one channel I do recommend, however, is Loki Doki, who does weekly football or daily Football Manager series. He does Journeyman. He does all kinds of fun skits on Football Manager. But now, what I'd like to do is take a different route into providing you with knowledge exactly of who to sign, wonder kids. We take a look at the careers of some of the players inside Football Manager in one-off saves. So I think that would be an excellent choice. So this is my guide to Manchester United. This is not a play-by-play. This is just a look inside of Man United when you start the game up, what perhaps areas we need to perhaps look at. We know Man United are in a bit of a downward spiral at the minute. In real life, they lost heavily last week. They played really poorly. Against a Man City side who, as we know, is probably the best football team in the world right now. So this is for squad. We've obviously tactics-wise, is very interesting because I know Eric Ten Hag plays with a 4-3-2-1 formation or something like that. He goes somewhere like that 4-1-2. 2-1 formation with the wides. But what I would actually do if I were in Man United is perhaps make it a bit more solid, especially because their strengths are in midfield. They've got some world class midfielders. So if we go just minimize a minute. So you got your Casemiro who can play there. You've got Scott McTominay, who is probably United's most underrated and underappreciated player at the minute. Douglas Blake. So there's three right there. A lot of solid midfielder. If you can get the right balance, maybe play Scott McTominay as a ball-winning midfielder on support, Roman playmaker as a box-to-box midfielder on support. So there's your base core players. Obviously, in a team you need a good core defence midfielder and there's your like I say, core midfielder Mason Mount, Casemiro and McTominay. On the right, I'd have Jordan Sancho. We've got some good wonder kids like Palestri. He can also play. He's very rapid. Look at his dribbling. Just for example, 16 for fast, rapid winger. That's what you want, is accelerating, and like I say, you've got is good as he can play if you choose. He can play in an defense playmaker on attack if you want, but he's an option. But for the experience, I'm going to go for now Sancho. He can dominate that right hand side. You can play both foot. You can play both on the left and both on the right. He is right-footed, so you prefer him to go down on the right wing. Obviously, Rashford nowadays is more of a winger, so you can play him on an attack as a winger, and obviously that will should give you the width. He also likes to cut inside as an inverted winger, so he'll make those kind of cuts inside in this kind of area when we've got the ball. Go with formation wise, I would change him to attack. So it's quite an attacking setup. You got your rapid pace of Marcus Rashford on the left, Jordan Sancho on the right. Then you've got the middle two of Mason Mount and Casemiro. You've got Scott McTominay. You've got to bear with me. I've just recovered from a horrible winter flu. So, yay. So yeah, that's your basis. That's your base midfield. That's what I would go with. McTominay has always been underappreciated. You've got Jordan Sancho, Mason Mount, Casemiro, and Rashford. Then up top, you go for the pace of Rasmus Højlund. Yeah, he's a new signing from United. He's got bags of pace. As you can see. Physically, he's fit. He likes to sprint. He's left-footed, but that doesn't really matter. He's got decent finishing. He's probably the best finisher United have got. United have got at the minute. As I say, he's got plenty of physicals. His pace, his stamina, his strength is what you need in an advance forward, and that's probably where I play him. To be fair, as an advance forward. So yeah, as you can see, it's quite attacking, but you've got to use United's strengths. So in possession, what I'll do is explore through the middle using the core of United's defence. So you've got Casemiro, you've got Mason Mount, and you've got Scott McTominay. You've got Jordan Sancho on the right. Then I would look to use and provide space for when Marcus Rashford cuts inside. Then I would also do that. We don't want to give him too much instructions because overcomplicate things. But I'd play excessive, and I would use a higher tempo, and I would use a slightly more with the passing directness, because we can use her strength and stamina and speed against them. That's what I would do if in possession. I wouldn't necessarily pass into space because we want balls to feet, basically. We could use a width, so we could play like that. Yeah. In transition, you need to counter this quickly, because again, use the speed, use the stamina to counter the opposition's attack. So when they make a mistake, we get on them, then counter, and obviously that will lead to goals. Now, from the distribution area, so the goal kick, we like to play from the back, basically. Use our, hopefully our passing, get the ball out the area quick into the middle half of the pitch, then press from there without really giving the opposition time to think. So this is we'll go with a defensive standard of line. We go for a high press option, so we're constantly on them. We'll get stuck in. We'll be physical. We won't use a when you're playing from the back, it's always important as well, guys, to prevent short goalkeeper distribution, because if we could lose possession quite quickly, and it'll be a risk. So that's how I would set up for United. The intensity is quite strong. In my area where I would improve at the minute, obviously in real life you've got injuries to Marcelo, Martinez, I think, and Varane is not playing. Varane. So you need to improve your defensive area to bring players in the back. You can't keep relying on Maguire, and this is why it's not working, because the combination of Harry Maguire and Johnny Evans is just not good at the minute. Obviously, Darlow can play there, but he can also play in the left centre back option as well. So left full back option as well. Sorry. So you do have options. You've got obviously Sergio Reguilon, who's on loan from Spurs. He's an option, but this is an area. These two areas you do need to improve on. You've got a early starting budget of £6 million. So yes, basically the areas I would obviously improve on, as I was saying, is the defensive area of Man United. Obviously, Martinez is good enough, but he's quite injury prone on this game, so you might need to look for a backup. With Marcelo being out up to 6 months, I'll consider selling. Well, you won't be able to sell him straight away. Definitely sell Harry Maguire, Lindelof, Johnny Evans, get him off your wage bill. Keep Wan-Bissaka. I'll consider selling Luke Shaw as well, because he's at. I quite like Luke Thomas from Sheffield United, former Leicester City player, and he's got good agility, he's got good pace, good amount crossing as well. I should have disabled attribute masking for this save, but I haven't. But yeah, he's decent enough. Get him next year, maybe as a replacement. If you want to keep Luke Shaw for another year, then do so. But I'll consider getting Luke Thomas in because he's consistent. And if you want to improve on McTominay, if you generate enough transfer revenue from sales, I'd consider getting. Where is he? Um, uh, 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 this guy, Carlos Alvarez, he's decent attacking midfielder, but he can play more in the central midfielder role. He's been at Southampton for a couple of years, so he might be interested in joining you. If not, maybe next year. That's another decent signing. But yeah, so there is options. So to summarise, you will need to sell to buy. They've got a decent, healthy bank balance of over £229 million, but a transfer revenue of only £6 million. So yeah, you definitely need to sell to buy. In the areas I would improve is go with a 4-1-4-1 formation. Decent attacking, use of strengths, as I said, pace, agility, and yeah, go from there. I hope this guide is helpful. Subscribe for more. I'll be hopefully going through the whole 92 of the English setup, which will be exciting. I don't think any other YouTube channel has done that. Gone through every single team in the English League and beyond. So yeah, that's another idea I have for this channel. So yeah, please do subscribe for more. Thank you very much for watching. Take care to all.